Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 7 of Talking Time podcast. I am Michael Fell, your host, and today we're gonna have a marvelous talk about art. Well, I'm here with her, Anna, and she's a times teacher and also an artist, and we're going to meet her right after our intro. Anna,
Hello.
thank you so much for being here. Before anything, can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yes, of course. Hello, guys. As Mike said before, I am a times teacher and also an artist. And thanks so much, Mike, for having me.
Guys, something very interesting that happened on our very first episode. The first time Anna saw it, say, "Okay, I wanna go."
Yes.
So nice. I'm happy you're here.
Me
Well,
too.
in general, before we go to the specifics, as you can see there, the scenario today is a bit different. What do you exactly paint, Anna, and how would you describe your art?
Okay. So, the techniques I usually use is acrylics on canvas. I also paint with watercolor sometimes, but most of the times acrylic on canvas. And I think I describe my art as imaginative, with maybe some Asian references, I think I divide my art in two things, like stuff I like to paint and things that are inside my head,
Okay, the creative process.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, is it difficult nowadays to say this art is part of these specific art movements, like this is cubism or surrealism? Or, it sounds like
think
everything's
so.
mixed. I don't know.
I think so, because both of us, we had art history at
Yeah.
college, because I studied art history in architecture and interior design college, and we saw that art is part of historic time, right? Nowadays, it's like a lot of types of art happening at the same time.
Okay. We can talk
It's not
about
exactly related to a historic time. People
Yeah.
were painting what they like. I think before it was like, oh, people start painting something different, and then it's like, wow, you're doing something super different now, and then it's part of this time, Like, for example, there's a time in history people are painting more fluid things, more circles, more nature-inspired things. And then at some point, people start doing like cubes and straight lines. It's like, wow, oh my God, revolutionary,
Yes.
I don't feel like it's like that nowadays.
Okay, yeah, and it's difficult to create something completely different from all the previous trends. I remember when I had my class about Van Gogh, and this is something fascinating that the teacher was explaining to me. Because people used to have this style of painting that was something like the brush strokes. They were more delicate, and then Van Gogh came there like flat. And people say, oh my God, you don't know how to paint,
Yeah,
And
exactly.
today's Van Gogh, okay.
Yeah, nobody valued him back then.
Yeah, and it's kind of tragic. It happens a lot. Well, Anna, when did you discover this artistic soul in you? Like, were you like a kid, or was at the university? How was it?
I've always been a creative person, to be honest. I draw since I was a little kid, and I've always tried to do new things, like create my own toys. I like to get magazines and like draw on it and cut and do collage. I still do collage. I love it. I am a little fascinated with collage and stickers and stuff like that. But anyway, I think I use a lot of different types of art, and I've always done that. In some periods of my life, I've been kind of away from art, like I stopped drawing. But I feel like when I came back to start drawing again, I felt more alive again, So it's like part of me. I can't live without art. And it's not only on paintings. Art is in my life, like in everything. Like I love writing, I love listening to music. I love playing instruments. I love dancing. I love fashion, like everything. Even recording videos, editing, taking pictures, you know. But
I can see by the presentations you make on camera.
yeah, you know, even on the Times classes, I love, you know, doing the design, stuff like that. I really love it. But nowadays, I think I feel more alive when I'm painting.
Ah, okay. And this is something very interesting. I was gonna ask you if everybody can be an artist to a certain degree. I'm not saying that everybody will be Michelangelo or Van Gogh, but everybody can create art in a certain way because it's something, I don't know, maybe something that we have within us and you just need some incentive to do it. Or in your perspective, no, some people, even if you train, if you try to do, it will not happen, you know. Don't get your hopes high.
No, I think that's bullshit. I think everybody can be creative.
Nice.
Like when we are born, there's no person that is born without creativity, you know, that doesn't exist. I think schools should encourage more students to be more creative, because in school is when we spend most of our time, and you know, we learn a lot of things that are like practical and theoretical. And I think if we had more encouragement to be creative on school, we could have more artists in the world. So people that say, oh, I cannot draw, I cannot paint, I think they just need to practice. They need to learn some techniques, you know, they need to make their creativity flow, because it's really not that hard. Like there's some simple exercises you can do every day. Like I don't know, you saw a flower today and then you try to draw a flower. Tomorrow you saw
Give me a pen, please.
But yeah, you can do these exercises if you want to improve your drawing. You can like draw little things, small things every day, you know, and then one day it will be better for you.
It's very interesting because every artist that I met in my life, including musicians, they have like a point that's common. They say, I feel like I've always felt like that. It's like it's part of my essence, you know. I started singing as a kid, or I like it to make up stories, or I like it to draw something. And do you still have like the very first things you made? I don't know, your first drawing, your first...
Yes, I have some. I have some,
okay.
yeah.
It will be worth millions in the future. NFT. We're gonna...
yeah.
Okay.
Well, hopefully yes. Like, I don't know. Maybe if I become like a famous artist one day, people will be like, oh my god, this was Anna's first drawing.
Yeah, it is nice. I'm asking because one of the things here, have you ever participated those hippie fairs, expositions to sell your things? And if yes, how was it? You know?
Yes, I have. I worked in a hippie fair here in Campinas for 4 months, and it was incredible. It was actually like one of the best experiences in my life. I met so many people, so many cool people, so many artists too, and it was so nice to be like it was literally the first time I could like exposure my art to an audience and see their reaction.
Okay.
Before that was always just online, and I did get some feedback, but I couldn't reach many people. But in the hippie fair, it was a lot of people like going all the time, and they were always looking and commenting something and stopping and talking to me and buying my art and complimenting. So it was really, really, really cool.
What were the nicest things you heard there?
The nicest things?
Yeah.
Well, I think the nicest thing I've ever heard there was like, I love everything you do. I need everything. If I could, I would buy everything. I would put in my whole house. I think that was the best compliment ever.
And it is. I had a similar experience when I was writing songs, you know. And what is your normal creative process? For example, you painted something, and sometimes I don't know if you had that feeling as an artist, like you made something, like said, okay, I think it's all right, you know, And then when somebody else, because you're kind of used to, you were producing the thing, when somebody else gets in touch with that, it's like, oh my God, you did that.
Yes.
How did you feel?
It's usually like this.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Like a lot of times when I'm painting, I hate the process.
Really?
Like, I hate the process. No, I mean, I enjoy the process, but when I look at it, I think that's a piece of shit. I hate it. It's ridiculous. I want to throw it away.
You're very judgmental, huh?
Yes, and I'm very perfectionist.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, what a new thing. A perfectionist artist.
Yeah, especially portraits. Portraits are the hardest thing to picture. Like, oh, I think it's going to be okay in the end. No, I always think it's going to be ridiculous in the end because the process is really weird. It's like, I don't know, it's like just beige and then weird stuff in the middle. I don't know how to explain, but I usually take pictures of my processes and put on my Instagram.
Nice.
Yeah, I like to record videos of the processes too, but I freak out in the process.
Really?
I think it's going to be horrible, but I trust my potential, And actually, that's a good message to tell people, because some people think I don't know how to draw, but they didn't even finish it.
Yeah, makes
they
total
just
sense.
started, and the process is ridiculous. It is weird. You have to go until the end, and then you can judge yourself. And if it's bad, you can continue doing techniques and improve yourself anyway.
Or maybe create a story that would kind of, it's not bad.
Yeah.
My intention was bad.
I've done that before, I'm not gonna lie,
Really?
Yeah, like I finished something that was not supposed to be like that, and in the end, it was on purpose,
So I'm very practical, man. I think I would be a very lazy artist. Like if I did something messed up, I'd say, I'm just gonna say that was my intention.
That's a good thing about art, there's no right or wrong.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, if you had an idea in the beginning and in the end it's something totally different, you can be like, okay.
That happens a lot in my life, actually. I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah, I can relate a little bit. But yeah.
Okay, sorry. Guys, I'm gonna take a look at the chat. We're gonna have a few experiments, okay, today, so get ready. Let me take a look here. Well, a lot of comments already. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Hello, Gabriela. Gabriela is here. Good evening. I'm here to learn with teacher Anna.
Hello,
Nice.
Gabriela.
And Gabriel Lima. I think Gabriel maybe is a tattoo artist. Nice.
Oh, it's my friend, I think.
Nice. Annalina voice in English has an intonation very different from the voice in Portuguese. That happens a lot.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Hello, Davi. Good evening. Willie. Hi, Willie. Willie is being here every episode. Thank you so much, Willie.
That's nice.
That's true. Art isn't valued in our country. Oh, okay. They're talking about that. It's interesting too. We're gonna cover that as well in today's episode. Girl Global Business sent a heart. Okay. Thank you. Then Marcel, is it possible to learn drawing if you don't have any drawing skills? Like any, like...
Yes, of course. Okay. Yes. Drawing is an ability like any other.
Okay.
It's like learning English or learning an instrument or anything else. People usually tend to think that to draw you need to born with something special. Like, oh my God, this person knows to draw. This person doesn't know, and this person will never know. It doesn't exist.
Nice to know.
Yeah, like if you think it's hard to draw, maybe you just need some practice.
Start with circles and squares, maybe.
Yeah, you need some things to make your hand like more flowy, something like this, because some people have a hard time, letting go some things. Like some people, to draw a line, for example, they do like,
That's me.
Yeah, you have to go.
Okay.
It was one time. Stuff like that helps.
So that's the kind of thing that when you have kind of a tutor, like somebody guiding you, makes total difference.
Yeah.
Like it will be kind of a shortcut.
Yes. I'd say that some people are born with more abilities to some things and not to others. For example, I am good at painting, but I'm a terrible singer, for example.
Are you?
Yes, I sing very, very badly. And some people know how to sing very well, but they don't know how to paint very well. But I'm sure with some classes, people can improve that, you know.
What would be a good way to start? Like literally, like you start trying to copy some other image, or you just, I'm gonna, I don't know, try to write something like geometric form. I don't know, some shapeless thing. What would be a good step by step for beginners?
I think
I'm gonna take notes now.
Depends on your intention. For example, if you want to start drawing portraits, for example. If you know nothing about drawing, starting with portraits will be a little hard, because it's a little harder, you know. If you start with animals, for example, I'd say it's a little easier, you know. I think to take a course would be a good thing, but I think there's an exercise that it's really good that I mentioned before. It's like you see one thing in your day that caught your attention, and then you try to draw it in your way,
nice.
just to get your hand more flowy.
I remember the Petit Prince book, the hat that is actually a snake who ate an elephant. You know, when I read that, actually my mom read that to me as a kid. And then it's some simple message, but like, you know, it stimulated my creativity.
Yes.
You know, nice.
Because again, it's a small, simple drawing, but there's no right or wrong. It's your interpretation.
Start with snakes, guys. Okay. Thank you, Marcel. Okay, Victor Vasconcelos. Oh, you're here again. Thanks, Victor. A friend of mine drew ugly cartoons in the past. Oh my god, exactly how I started when I was a kid. I have a confession, but I'll put a pin on that. So, a friend of mine drew ugly cartoons in the past when we were teenagers. He studied a lot nowadays, and he draws very good. Today, totally possible. Totally possible to improve skills in any area. Nice. Jose Antonio is here. Okay, send you hi. Okay, kisses from grandma, I guess, and grandpa. Okay. Gabriela said here, my boyfriend say the same thing about the process. Okay, artists hate the process. That's kind of interesting to know. It was actually a surprise.
Yeah, every artist I talk to, they hate the process.
Yeah, I think because my reference is with music, and I don't know if you... Maybe it's the perfectionist in you, because with music I started doing as a emotional relief. For example, if I was very happy, I wanted to write how happy I was regarding some topic. If I was very sad, I would use kind of that, the songwriting, to, you know, as a scapegoat. But I don't know, when you start painting something, do you normally just like have you have a starting point and then you don't know where you're going? Or it's more like you have a conclusion and then you hate the process because are those steps that will lead you to that conclusion, you understand?
Yes. I usually have an idea in my mind about the final project. So, and then I know the steps I have to take to get there.
Okay.
And this annoys me. Because I want to start and I want to go straight to the end. You know, although I enjoy the process too. So I am kind of fighting inside myself, you know, because at the same time I'm like, oh, I love painting. I want to be here for hours. I'm like, I want to see the final project at the same time. And I get angry with myself if I don't finish it fast.
I can see that in the butterfly now, you know. It's clear to me, but we're gonna go there later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am a perfectionist and I am also an anxious person. So I want it to be perfect, and I want to have a lot of I want it to have a lot of details because I'm also very detailist. And I usually, you know, I have the idea in my head. Then I start drawing. Most of my paintings, there is a drawing before. Because some artists, they just get the paint and then start painting straight away. I have some paintings like that, but most of my paintings have a drawing before. So I think about it, and then I draw on the canvas, and then I put some tape if I want to do the background first, and then I do the background, and then I do the details of the background, and then I do the thing that is more in front, the front part, not the background, and then it can take hours and hours.
That would be my question. Like, how long does it take in average?
Depends. Some paintings I take like 2 hours. Some paintings I take like 8 hours, 10 hours. Depends on how much detail I put on it.
So you never kind of postpone any piece of art once you started doing. Like, I'll finish tomorrow. Like
I do.
Okay.
I do, yes. I try not to because it makes me anxious.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
You're going to bed like, okay, I need to finish.
Yes, I want to finish fast. I don't know why, but I have this because I want to see the final thing. Because I have an idea in my mind and I just want to see it ready in my hand. And this is my child now. I did this, you know. And when it's too late, for example, I don't have enough light or something, or I'm too tired. It's taking a lot of hours. Sometimes I can paint like 10 hours straight just watching series and listening to music and
multitasking.
Yeah, I usually do that. I am listening to music or watching series while I paint. It's like my time.
Really?
Yeah, it's my
and
time.
you can, like, you're watching the episode here and then I don't know why I would say Figaro, but like, then you pay attention here, go back there.
Yeah, basically. Sometimes I take more hours painting because I'm paying attention to the series too. But most of the times I don't even look at the screen. I just listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Maybe it's just because of the rhythm of that. Some people use music, use the TV show series.
Yeah, I love music too.
Nice.
Like one of the two, I am in my earphones.
Okay. And how do you feel when you finish the thing?
I feel amazing.
The last stroke, like.
Oh my god, I feel so relieved. I feel amazing. I feel like, oh my god, this came from my hands. You know, like, I love it, and it's me. This painting is me. You know, that's why I love painting. Like, I can like wear cool clothes. I can play instruments, but when I paint, it's something like exclusive that came from my head to the canvas, and then I love it. I just love it, and I love it even more when a person loves it. You know, like, you love what's inside me. Like, I love you.
Yeah, I had the same feeling with music. Like, oh my god, I had this, melody in my head, and now you're listening. I think
and you like it.
Yeah, it is. Have you ever thought, completely random, but in a way, your essence will be here for a long time after you're gone, because you kind of made part of yourself immortal?
Yes. That's my intention.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, guys, we are not egocentric. It's because it happens.
It happens. No, yeah. It's a way to express. Like, the same way you express yourself with a song, that is going to be here after you die. For example, my paintings are also going to be here.
And you also connect human beings doing that.
Yes.
Like, as you said, like, maybe somebody, by looking at whatever you painted, the person will think of a specific moment in their lives, and then you have that connection with the person. Maybe it would be a nice way to cope with that, or I don't know, we'll bring back something that made the person happy. It's a beautiful process,
Exactly.
So it's totally worth hating the process for the outcome of it,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And I know what image I have in my mind, and I know the process I need to do to go through to get that final result. So even though I hate the process and I think, oh my god, it's going to be ugly in the end, I keep going because I know what steps I have to take to get there. And in the end, everything goes right and I like it.
Nice.
So I know that I have to continue. And I think that's why a lot of people get frustrated when they paint or when they draw. It's because they want things fast. They want to start and they want to be beautiful at the first time, at the first try. But if you don't have ability, it's going to be ugly at the first try. People look at me and say, oh no, my god, you're so talented, I wish I could paint like you. I always say, if you looked at my first drawings, they were ugly, they were horrible, but I kept going, I kept practicing, and that's why I am a good painter right now. I'm a good artist. So at the first try, it's going to be ugly, it's going to be ridiculous. And you have to keep going. And even when you're good, the process is still going to be ugly because there's no process that is beautiful, you know?
No, makes total sense. And the next one, in a way, you will improve whatever you do as well. Nice.
Yes, practice makes perfect.
We were talking about human connection. Do you have any funny story involving at the time you were selling your work of art?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. I have some.
Okay.
I have some funny stories. I have some annoying ones too. A lot of things happened when fun fact, when I was in this Hippie Fair, it was actually the first time I had the opportunity to speak English with a person in public.
Nice.
Like not in public, but in real life, you know.
Okay.
I've always spoken with people online or on a phone call, but never in real life. So it was a cool experience. It was actually a funny story because I'm a very, very, very shy person. People don't think I'm shy or introverted, but I am very. And especially my students, every time I say that, they're like, "Teacher, you're an introvert." No, I don't believe it.
Yeah, I have the same reaction when I tell that to people. You know, like, I don't know why I'm so shy, guys.
Wait, are you?
Yes, I am.
No,
Yeah.
come on. Okay.
What was the nationality of the person?
They were Pakistani, I think.
Ah,
I
interesting.
think, yeah. But they were talking to an artist that was selling art next to me, and they were trying to speak with her in English, but she didn't speak English. And since I'm a very shy person, I was like, oh my god.
I go or I stay.
Yeah. Should I say it? Should I go? No. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know what to do, but I really, it's like my opportunity to talk to a person in English. And then I went there and I can help you if you want. I can translate. It was so cool. Yes, because I was more confident with my English. No, I wasn't in Times yet. Yeah.
Okay.
It was before Times. But I felt confident with my English, so I just went there and I started speaking.
Oh, so that's beautiful to know because in a way art connected you with the English teacher in you.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the funny things that happened there?
Okay. Okay. There's one thing related to that butterfly painting.
Okay.
I brought that painting on purpose because I wanted to tell this story.
Okay.
Well, I was there, sitting there waiting for people, and then there comes a lady, an old lady with a child.
I could notice an hesitation there when you said lady, but okay, go on.
No, I was just finding the right word.
Okay.
Yeah. With a little boy. He was like 5 years old or something, or 6 maybe. And then kids love my art, Mike. You have no idea. Kids love my art. They're like, oh my god, it's a purple and pink world. I love this so much. I want everything. And then this kid came running to my art. Grandma, look, I love this. I love this one. I love this one. I want this one. She's like, oh, what's your favorite painting of these artists? And then he was like, I like this one, the butterfly one.
Ah.
And then she said, why do you like it? And then he said, because I don't understand it. I don't understand what that is. That was his favorite because he didn't understand it. And I thought it was so funny.
It was challenging in a way. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, since you brought it up, you see, time flies when we're talking about something we love. Okay, guys, here's the thing. I need you to know, but I would like to do an experiment with you in the chat. That I don't know if you ever had that before I had art classes at the university. I had this in my head. I just don't get it. How do people go to a museum and they just stand there in front of a painting like, what's going on in their heads? I literally had no clue. And then after I start having those classes, in a way, if you ever watch this, teacher Mauricio, Mau, thank you so much. And then I started to get like, oh my God, art can take you to so many places, can bring so many references. And then I got it. So what do I want you guys to do in the chat? Okay, can we put the image there? Oh, it's already there, nice. So I want you to stare at this, just look at this image, okay? and just pay attention, basically. And I want you to write what was your interpretation of that. Or if you want a simple word, which emotion did you feel, or what ideas came to your head? Okay, right there, and then let's see how many different interpretations we have.
Yes.
I'm gonna share mine without the orangutango aspect of it. Okay,
Okay,
No,
thank you.
that was just a joke. Okay, and all right, while you guys are doing that, let me go back here. Okay, and now I can see as well. Okay, well, hi Vivi, thanks for being here. Hi Mundo, my art is music. Yeah, mine too, man. Daniela, you are amazing, love you so much. She's talking about you, clearly. Kaveh, hi Kaveh, nice to see you here, man. Okay, shout out to Times Butantan, okay. Kaveh is an artist in a way too, he's a musician, okay.
Oh.
Hello Everton, good evening, man. Okay. Oh, Claudio has a very good question here, but all right, guys. Well, before you say what was the intention, I'm gonna share with our views. We were doing this before we started the broadcast. Well, my favorite from all the paintings that you brought here today was exactly the butterfly one, you know. The first impression I had, it was the difference between the wings, you know, like one is more delicate, one is more aggressive. Yeah, something in me, I don't know why, maybe I should go this and check with my therapist, but I love dragons so much, I really do, you know, and then I associated with some differences there as well. So what I got first was the yin yang thing, like good, evil, bad, and the bad evil, the bad side actually, the good and the bad aspect we have within us. And the butterfly is also a symbol of metamorphosis, you know, like the transformation.
Yes.
You are the caterpillar, you go to the cocoon, and then you come out at something normally better. That's basically the archetype. And I imagine, well, even when you go through something in your life, not always you will come out as something perfect. Like when you were describing your artistic process, like we demand the perfection from ourselves. And I say, well, sometimes it's okay to go through something, and even if the outcome is not perfect, you are still something beautiful worth watching. So that was that was my take on it. Okay. It made me think of a mushroom trip as well. That's something that I could stare for hours. Okay, but that was my interpretation. Don't give yours yet. Okay, let's check the chat, and then I'll go back to the other comments. Okay, guys. But let's see.
I'm curious to know what people are
me too. Oh my god, the chat is a lot of things here. Okay. Okay, wait. A lot of questions. Will had the idea of metamorphosis change itself, adaptation to a new reality. Nice. Okay. One more. Okay, guys. Hi, Luis. Hi, Martoka. Good evening to you, man. Hello, Drezinha. Okay. Okay, Anna. Now you can share what happens there. Okay. What's the story behind that one?
Your interpretation was the closest, like the second you said was the closest of what I thought.
Okay.
When I made this. It was actually I made this thinking like it's okay to be different, you know? Like it's a butterfly, like no butterfly has one wing different than the other. It's usually very symmetric. So I made this on purpose. It's like it's okay to be different, you know?
That's nice.
Like even after the metamorphosis, even after that, you can be, if something doesn't come out as all the others, it's okay. And it's still beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, that one is my favorite. Okay. All right, let me go to Claudia's question because it's very relevant. Okay, does she have any painting that she's done that she can't sell, okay, for any price?
Yes.
Oh, you do. Is it here?
Yes.
Okay.
The two last ones I cannot sell.
Damn. Okay, the butterfly you can't sell.
The butterfly I can sell. Yes, for
Stop
sure.
it. I know what you thought there. Stop it. I saw it second. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Since we're talking about it, what's the story behind each one of them? Okay.
Okay. Let's start with the corpse.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
I really like it. It's actually my favorite painting. It's a simple painting. It didn't take me so many hours, and I absolutely love it. I really love it, and it has something. It's like an emotional attachment to me because I read a silly book when I was like 16 years old. It's called Chemical Hearts. Chemical Hearts, yes. And in the cover, there's some corpse. And then in the book, I just cannot describe it. It's a silly story, basically. It's a silly teenage romance that I would not read nowadays, you know.
Okay.
But
Is it worse than Twilight?
no, it's not. No, it's really good.
Okay.
Actually, it's really good. This story is not. It's not just silly, but it has some parts that really touches you.
Nice.
And I really like the way that the author wrote this story. And I will just mention this part of the story that this girl, she knew a secret place in an abandoned building that it was like it had water in the basement, and there were carps there, and then she went there to feed the carps. It's something so random and so specific that I thought it was so beautiful. And then she would meet the guy there, and she would have like they would escape from places and go there, and I thought it was so beautiful. And I don't know, it just got stuck in my head, and since then I love carps.
No,
I think cards are so beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm thinking here, every time we go to this area, talking about music, art, my brain shifts to this mode, So the girl goes to an abandoned house, finds like a pond there, and there are carps there.
Yes.
Okay. And she decides to feed them. Okay, so you go to an abandoned place, or maybe forsaken, that nobody was taking care or giving any attention. You find something that you consider precious in this place, and you start to take care of it. That's not silly at all. That's actually beautiful.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. And she says, oh, since I found them here, like she says, I used to come here as a kid, and I still come, to feed them and take care of them. It's so beautiful.
Chemical Hearts.
Chemical Hearts.
Nice.
There's a movie too. Of course, the book is 10 times better than the book, but I was really excited to see the carps part on the movie, and it's exactly how I pictured in the book.
Nice.
So
I'm gonna
really
watch. I like the idea.
Yeah, I was really happy to see the carps part in the movie. It's really beautiful, and it's moving. I don't know, it's romantic at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm such a hopeless romantic. So, yeah.
And there's always a reason for that. The simplest the story is, the easiest sometimes it is to have a connection there, and we kind of we move ourselves with these ideas in a way, and connects people again.
Yes.
All right, now, so okay, don't sell it ever,
Yeah, I love it.
Maybe you can put in your will, after I'm gone, you can sell this for blah 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 blah.
Maybe, yeah, something like this.
Or ask them to bury with you.
And to be honest, every time I paint something, it's something that it's inside me. Even if it's like a singer that I like, or anime that I like, or something that is inside my head, I always paint thinking I'm gonna sell this.
Okay.
But when I finish,
I can't sell this. This is my kids.
Oh my god, how many times that happened? Oh my god. And it's hard, because I want to sell my art. So I can't get...
That's a nice cut. I want to sell my art.
I want people to have it in their houses. That's my purpose. But when I look at the final result, I'm like, this is part of me. I am too attached to it. I can't let go. Some things I let go, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna sell it because like I paint 3 paintings in a row, and all of them I stay with them. No, I have to sell at one point. but some of them I just cannot let go, you know.
It's unique, right? Even if you tried, you could not do the same thing exactly the same way with the same
Exactly.
emotional state you were in that particular moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This card painting, it's very famous among people that like my art. Every time they come to see my art, they're like, oh my god, I love this painting, I want it to myself. I'm like, I'm not selling it, but I sell posters of it, and
You know what I'm gonna say now, huh?
yeah, I sell posters. I already sold a lot of posters of that one, and I already had some commissions to do something similar to that one. You know, I don't do a replica of that, but I do something unique for the person. You know, I already did another one in this style with carbs.
Okay. If you ever do one for me, you can put skulls on the card face.
Perfect.
It will represent my essence. Okay.
I love commissions, really, and especially I love when people say, "Anna, I love your art. Do whatever you want." Do whatever you want. I want this size of canvas. Tell me the price and do whatever you want. I love this. It's like, oh my god, this person trusts me fully.
And before I forget this, that is very important. Where people can see your art online?
On my Instagram,
Which is?
It's Annalina_art.
Okay.
And on my Shopee store, that it's the link. It's on my bio.
Okay. Go there, guys.
Yes.
Support art.
Yes,
Nice.
and I don't sell only paintings. I sell like posters, stickers of my art too.
Nice. Okay. Well, what is the story behind the second one?
The second one, well,
She looks puzzled. You know.
I don't know. I think Asian girls are really cute, and she was supposed to be my favorite singer of a K-pop group that I like, and I think she's very similar to her. Some people say it's me, so you know, in the hippie fairs, they're like, "Oh, this is this you?" You know, it looks so much like you, and I don't think so. But yeah, the idea of this one is very simple. It's just my favorite singer of a K-pop group that I like. It's Jisoo from Blackpink.
And this is a thing that I understood only after taking art classes. The expression on her face that you decided to portray, was it random, like a moment, a specific picture? Is a moment of a clip? How did you choose that?
it was a picture. Yeah, I got from her, and I thought she was pretty on that picture, so
nice.
I thought, okay, I'm gonna do this one.
Okay, nice. Do you name your paintings?
Some of them.
Okay.
Yes. Like, for example, the butterfly one is Metamorphosis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. What's the story? I would say that one could be a representation of you with a purple hair, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe it's the hair. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
maybe it's the fringe, right?
Okay. Well, what's
Yeah.
the story? I like it, the concept.
Yeah.
You know, like the Inception thing.
Yeah. Okay, so this one, I think it brings me some nostalgic feelings
Okay.
because I loved to paint on paint, you know, when I was a kid. It was when we didn't have internet and all. And I've always been an artist, so I liked to, you know, turn on the PC just to paint random things on paint. And I thought it was so cool to portray something that is technologic in a traditional way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's so fun to paint these things. It takes a lot of time, but it's so fun. And this character is a original character. I created her because I love the stone amethyst. I love it so much, and I love purple. As you can see, I put purple and pink in all my things.
It's the color of royalty in a way, you know?
Yeah, it's so beautiful. I don't know, and I love the combination of pink with purple.
Yeah.
So I created this character. She's called Amy Amethyst.
Amy Amethyst.
Yes.
Nice.
And I just put her there, yeah.
Yeah, a kind of a trivia comment here. I don't know, I saw today that something about the color purple was the Phoenicians, I guess, some warriors, explorers, that to get like a small bottle of with the purple color, they had to use a lot of it. I don't remember the animal, if it was octopus, was some of a sea animal, I forgot the name. If you know the story, you can correct me on the chat. Yeah, people love correcting others, by the way. And because of the quantity of animals they had to use, it was extremely expensive and difficult to have that color. Why they associated with the royalty? Because it was a symbol of power. Oh, if
Makes
you have,
sense.
you know, a cloak or clothes of that color, you have a lot of money. It would be like a billionaire ostentating something.
Yeah.
Maybe an NFT, you know, you see what I did there? Okay, Mauricio can help me with this one. It's a non-fungible token. Non-fungible token, okay. Fungible here would be something that you cannot replace in this case. So non-replaceable token. Okay, what is your take on that, Anna, on the NFTs? I only understood the logic 1 hour ago.
Well, it's still confusing in my head. You know, I know the basics of it, and I'm not even sure if what I think I know it's correct.
Yeah, me too. I got stuck with
But
money
it's
laundering,
weird.
but okay.
Yeah, it's just weird. It doesn't make much sense.
Yeah.
As I said before, like with you, it doesn't make sense, especially with arts that are physical. You know, maybe with online things, you want to have the right of the. I am the only official owner of this thing that is like a digital art or something. But I think it's kind of weird with
No, definitely.
with traditional art. I think you are the owner if you have the piece.
Yeah, it sounds for me that the reason is so silly, unless it's money laundering, but the reason is so silly that people try to explain in a way that is not very, I don't know, tangible, like very easy to understand. Like when I saw Logan Paul bought this NFT for $600,000 and now it's worth, I don't know, $10. I said, why the hell would somebody do that?
Yeah.
You know, now I have a notion. Well, and linking to the last one here, okay, before I go there, I thought, okay, you can definitely do the NFT for the carp one, you know?
Yeah, that one could work.
Okay.
Because I'm not selling it. So
Exactly. Yeah.
I could sell the image of it.
Exactly. And
It sounds silly, but it would work.
and you can make tons of money. You can sell the NFT and the NFT of you doing the NFT as well. Like, you know, and there will always be somebody. I would say there would be some sucker to buy, but I didn't say that, but somebody would probably buy it.
Nice business idea.
Yeah. What about I noticed you have this Japanese influence, right?
Yes.
Where does it come from?
I've always liked Asian stuff in general. Like, since I was like a child, I loved watching Pokemon, and then I started watching other animes and doing cosplay and going to anime events. And I don't know, I just love this universe. And like I said, at the same time that I like to paint things that are inside my head, like that are a part of me, I also like to paint things that I like, that I enjoy in my style.
Okay.
So this is one example. It's the no Face from Spirited Away. And I don't know, I love this movie. It's a movie I watched since I was a child. I like to paint nostalgic things, as you could see, like the paint, and this movie is also very nostalgic to me. And since he's a spirit, I painted him in the sky. I paint a lot of skies too. Yeah, you could see like in the
with the butterfly, I associated that in my head with kind of freedom. You know, you're in the sky, you fly, you're free. You know,
I love to paint the sky because for me it's something imaginary. When we think about dreams or something like this, we usually think about sky and clouds, something like this. And I like people to use their imagination in my paintings.
And it's interesting because it takes you somewhere. You will stop whatever you're doing to look at that. We're gonna go back to the chat in a minute, guys. ever, like one of your paintings ever being misunderstood? Like you painted something, the person got it completely wrong.
Yes.
What happened?
Yes, I made another version of Amethyst, and she's supposed to be an Amethyst character. And I painted her with some moons on top, and like
Sailor Moon.
basically.
Really?
Not Sailor Moon.
Okay.
But like, oh, she's like a moon girl or something like this, you know?
She's like a moon girl.
Yeah,
Sounds
I
like
don't remember
a type
the
of
comment
drug
exactly.
addict. Like she drinks moonshine. It's a moon girl.
Yeah, but I don't remember exactly the comment, but she was like, bro, she was thinking like something very, very different. Like, oh, she's I don't remember the comment, but it was nothing to do with Amethyst.
Okay.
You know, and I was like, yeah, that's right.
You just went along.
I just let it go because
Okay.
I like to leave people to interpret it the way they want.
Nice. And that's actually something beautiful about art, that is almost unlimited, the quantity of possible interpretations, right? Even the same person can have multiple interpretations of the same work of art.
Exactly.
Okay. Have you ever received any mean comments about anything you've done? Or maybe, especially online, because I think people like to hide behind anything, like, oh, you're a bad artist or anything like that.
Mean comments, no. No, I've never received any mean comments.
If you do, block the guys. That's good.
That's very good,
Yeah.
actually. The things I receive sometimes are like, for example, this girl, she doesn't have many followers, people don't value her art so much, and she deserved better, you know, stuff like that. I receive.
Okay, like a social validation of whatever you're doing, that's makes no sense when we're talking about artists, because many famous ones, nobody knew them when they were alive, and after they were dead, they were discovered. They're like, wow, we have a genius with us, you know.
Exactly.
Okay, let me go back to the chat. Oh my god, we are almost out of time already. You see, I told you it would feel like 15 minutes talking about that. Okay, hi Luis. Luis is here, geek, you know.
Yeah.
Always talking about capybaras, you know? Like, carps for you is capybaras.
Have you heard that song? Capybara, capybara, capybara.
Not yet. It's about philo. It's about philo.
It's a very funny song.
I will look for it.
It's an amazing song.
Hi, Mohammed. Okay, do you think that art is an important academic subject when it comes to educating children? It's a question.
Can you repeat? Sorry.
Yeah, do you think art is an important academic subject, like should be in the school curriculum, you know, to teach kids?
For sure. Actually, it is, right? We have art in school, but I think it should be more than just drawing.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it stimulates multiple types.
Yeah, exactly. I studied in 7 schools in my life, like since preschool until high school.
Okay.
And I only studied in one school that actually taught more things about drawing and art. Like we had musicals, we had dance presentations, we learned some drawing techniques. Other than that, it was just, oh, you can draw anything you want.
Yeah, like lazy teachers. No way.
Yeah.
Hi, Alexandru. Good evening. Okay. Oh, he says you're killing it.
Yay.
Okay. Hi, Vanessa. I'm loving this interview. Love to talk about art. I'm also a teacher from times that is an actress. Oh, nice. We have a lot of talented people here with us. That's nice. And I love your drawings, she said.
You.
Hi, Raimundo. How long do you spend to finish an art? You mentioned that it's around
Depends, from
hours,
2
right?
hours to from 2 hours to 10 hours.
Okay. Sorry, Luis, I don't know where your uncle is. He always make those jokes. Esdras, hi Esdras. Anna, would you like to make an illustrator career? And I'm trying, but it's so hard to increase my portfolio.
It's hard, yes, unfortunately it's hard, especially in Brazil. I think, for example, in the United States, they pay a lot for a single piece of art.
Yeah.
But here in Brazil it's a little hard, so I am not there yet to tell you what to do. But it's my dream to become a full-time artist one day.
Yeah, Victor loves the references here. Okay. Hi, Drezinha. Okay, hi, Martoca. Hi, Luis. Okay, Mohammed said your paintings are amazing.
Thank you.
What inspired you to be an artist, Anna? It was a question from Paulo here.
Well, I feel amazing when I paint. So I think that, yeah, I just feel very alive, and I want to live, and I want to do stuff. You know, when I'm not painting, I don't know, I feel kind of lost. So I think my will to live is a lot better when I paint, and that inspires me to be an artist.
That's beautiful to know. Nice. Gabriela, about the butterfly here. The wind just throwing the butterfly away. For me, this talks about the time passing away, and the butterfly starts to be one with its own origins.
Perfect.
The wind. Nice.
Nice interpretation.
Oh boy, guys, you know what's gonna happen, right?
No.
Yeah, we are running out of time. Okay, Anna, thank you so much. Would you like to leave a message before we wrap things up here?
Yes, of course. Guys, if you like drawing or painting, just keep going, okay? Just practice. You're capable of anything you want to do. And thanks so much. It was very nice. I'm very happy.
A lot of things we couldn't cover here, you know. Maybe we'll have a round two.
A part two, maybe.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. It's been very nice that I have been noticing that the same people continue to come back and interact in the chat. That's very nice, okay? Don't forget to like, subscribe the channel, okay? If you like those talks, share with someone, okay? Don't forget, this show is made possible by Times Idiomas. I am Michael Fair, your host, and hope to see you next week on